Right, so Friday today, down with this tank. My buddy D-shackles don't fit through the holes, so made do with what I've got. I dug around a little bit more, so we'll see. Oh, that's what I don't know. It's moving now. That's a bit better. I'll just rearrange this right chain, it's a little bit loose, and then we'll be able to get it out of there. Alright, so I've changed that around. Give it another go. Should just pop out of there. It's coming. Bigger than I thought it was. I'll lower it down a bit, get closer to the ground. It does have 4 lifting points on it, but I've only got 3 lifting chains, so alright, it's nice and empty. Lower it down a bit. And I'm just going to rest this on the side. It's going down past the shed, but I haven't had final confirmation of where they want it, so I will just put it about here for now, and then we can get it moved when we need it. Don't know how I'm going to unchain the bastard, but if I get my dough close enough, I might be able to jump on top of it. Oh no, there's a ladder over there, I'll be right. Right, so tank move out of the way, and then need to bring some sand in to backfill this hole, and also to go underneath the pad, or to make a pad to put the tank on. And I'll just smooth this off. steady, so I'll just smooth this off because the hole is still exposed there, so I'll get it smooth off so it's a nice safe windrow so that no one can drive in there. And then there's cones up beside it so people know not to go in there. Everyone on the side is pretty well clued on though, so shouldn't have to worry, but needed to be safe and sorry. Also leave it looking nice. Day, but I think it's just humid. Alright, so it's down here beside one of these sheds, or up here, where it was just before. But yeah, I want to cut a bit of a swale in on my right side because there's no drain here at the moment, and they're having, well, with yesterday's rain, they had a bit of issue with the water running up against the shed and going into the shed. So yeah, I'm just sort of cutting it out now so I can sort of see what I'm looking at, sort of balance the heights out a little bit, sort of even everything up, and then I can start cutting in a bit of a V drain, a bit of a swale, and then direct the water along the side of the shed but not up against it. And then in the future this is all getting rock put on it, and this will be part of the turnaround area as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird setup, this whole site, so just trying to sort of get my head around how I'm going to do it and the best way to do it without wasting material and time and everything. So yeah, it'll be good. It's a bit of a bummer because that all that rock I've got sitting down there that I have used on a couple of these tracks around here is sort of not really too good in the wet. It's holding a lot of moisture and yeah, it's gone a bit mushy. So yeah, I might try and seal the pipe a bit more, but it is so bloody wet, so battling with that a little bit because I've got all that rock down in front of me, but I can't really use all of it or any of it. It's going to be shit. Yeah, so the weekend's weather isn't looking that flash, so hopefully I can get it all done today, and then over the weekend it'll hold up alright. Planning on getting this digger out of here early next week. It's needed on another job, so I'll get the majority of the necessary work here done, and then everything that doesn't get done will come back later on and finish it off. The original plan was never for me to be here for the whole time, so I'll just get a bit of this work done so that it can be a functional site, a functional duck farm. And then yeah, pick up the pieces later on. I don't really know what's in the ground here as well, so careful. Might just go as far as I can here, and then I'll move that gate and pick it up from the, or dig out from the track, sitting side on. Like this, and yeah. Alright, so I got that all roughly done. I do want to shape up that far side and sort of get it more of a V, but I can't really do it with this digger. Just spin around and tidy up this last little bit here. Stay off that side of the building, so should work out alright. Just put a pet in, seal it up. Beside me as well. They want to, well, we were trying to put the panels in the other day, and they want that sort of flattened off inside, which I don't really know how I'm going to do that, but I have to stretch it and then track out and flatten it off, I guess. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mission, because I can't really even get the digger in there. Oh, pain in the ass. Yeah, I gotta go move the tank as well. What was it, 12:30 now? Yeah, I'll move the tank, and then also gonna rip out this fence in front of me, move the tank, the troughs and the posts, and we're just gonna take out the grass just in front of the lemon trees. Just go directly, go from this shed over here to that shed over there, straight line. That'll open it up, make this turning area a bit bigger, so I'll strip that as well. There is a water pipe going through there that I have to avoid, and yeah, a few little bits and pieces. I might just move all this stuff out of there, out of the way today, and then once the tractor's back, then I can strip that off and cart it away. So I might just leave it there, all bloody covered up with grass at the moment, and then yeah, open it up when I can actually move it. But yeah, a few jobs, just got to figure out which order to do them in, and with this weather, I think it's supposed to rain this weekend as well, so yeah, see what happens. Alright, so I'm up here with this tank. I'm just trying to figure out the heights for my pad. So the entry point for the pipe going to the tank is pretty much where the left side of my bucket is. So I'm just going to measure the left side of the bucket, and then that goes through, and then so I'll go 0 off that, and then so I just got to figure out how tall this thing is. So pretty much the left side of the bucket, so 2.66. So I'll just take a photo of that so I remember, or 2.68. I'll just do 2.7 probably. And then they want to go off this gutter here. So where this gutter, where the downpipe comes out, the lowest point of the gutter. So they want the tank to be lower than the lowest point of the gutter, so that it can be gravity fed from a pipe to the tank, and it'll be low enough so that the water will flow into the tank, and it will be no worries. So I don't know if I go from down pipe, I'll just go from there. Oh no, I'll go left actually. That's pretty much close. So that's my point there. So I want to be 2.7 down from that. So I'll just work that out real quick. What was that? 96.114 minus 2.7 equals 93.414. So that is, yep, that's pretty much bang on there, 2.7 below. So I'll make my pad height the same as that, but then they also want it to be 500 mils lower than the pad height. So I'll go, oh man, my maths is terrible today. Is that 93.414 minus 500? Oh Jesus, 93.414 minus 0.500. 92.914. Sweet. So that'll be my pad height there. So 3.2 meters below that. So that's the 2.7 for the height of the tank, and then another 500 below that. So that's enough fall from the gutter to the tank for it to be gravity fed. So now I'll shoot over there, and yeah, get the pad. So I'm gonna dig the pad out a bit, and then I'm going to grab some of the steel from some of the sand from over here, put the sand down, and have the sand as the final layer, so that when the tank goes on the sand it's nice and smooth, and yeah, nothing's going to rupture the tank or anything like that. It'll be nice and firm. We've got a bit of a pack down with the bucket and should be ready to go. Right, so just got the sand in now, leveled it off, a couple of little low spots there, and then had to work around this bit of a freaking mess. So there's concrete under here, but there's pipes and power on top of the concrete. So I don't really know how that works, but went through one pipe, went through another. It was leaking, but it's stopped now, so hopefully that's alright. So I'm just jumping out now to Ted Smoko, and I'm just going to make sure this area is big enough for the tank. I think it's plenty big enough, but yeah, I want to face the outlet pipe on the bottom. They want it faced backwards, but I might put it in the corner just so they have a bit more room. And yeah, I want to make sure that where they want to fill it in from the top is sort of, I guess, coming off this way, so it makes it a bit easier for everyone. But yeah, so I'll just make sure it's big enough, and then we'll be able to throw it in. Right, so got it in. I just want to, it's a bit tricky doing it by one person, but I just want to go in a bit further. Might have to put that chain on that side. Just I need to sort of move that end up and push it in further backwards, so I'll go one more go. It's just a bit tricky because it tilts as soon as I bloody lift it up, and it spins, which I don't want to do. Yeah, I'll just move that chain, lift it from that side and tilt it up and push it in. Sweet, it's got it all in, twist it a little bit, and yes, I got the other outlet on the other side of the tank from where that is, so they wanted that on the back, so there's one there, one here, and then that big bit of pipe, that's the one that goes in the hole that's been cut about there, so that'll come off the roof and into there. So this will be all gravity fed down to the other sheds, from the water from the roof down to the feeding areas, and then yeah, easy as that. It was actually wasn't that easy, a bit of a mission, but no, I got it in. It's just a bit tricky with one person here doing it, but yeah, I'll tidy up around the edges and yeah, make my way out of here. And it's about 3 o'clock now, Friday. I might just go till 4 or 4:30 or something, so a few little odd jobs to make some more piles, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.